Elevation Nation Conversations. God Body Sean. Let's talk about it. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. You see the picture. In the thumbnail. That's my man Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. Two dope ass artists. Both of those artists are basically, they're legends. They're gonna go down in history in the music game. Both of them brothers have bodies of work that are, phenomenal and excellent artists. Putting on other artists, they're making money. They're building shit and they're adding to the culture. And I've always been a music fan. I was actually an artist, years back, and I was into the music scene and doing music. The music that I was making was more in the line of what J. Cole and Kendrick do. We made music to drop a message or drop some jewels, drop some game, elevate, uplift folks or whatever. But we were dope with the rhyme style. And right now, well, they had a little back and forth going. It wasn't really between them. I think it was more of the fans with the whole thing of who are the best three right now, out of the young guys that are A-list artists. I think it was J. Cole, Kendrick, and I think Drake was one of them, or maybe Big Sean. And I think Kendrick and J. Cole were supposed to do an album together, but it never came out or never came to fruition. But I think just on the fans' sake and what hip-hop was kind of based on and built off of, which is basically the beef and the braggadocious and the battle rapping, things like that, I think a lot of people were kind of rooting and pushing for this supposedly diss back and forth for the battle between him and between Kendrick and J. Cole. They were kind of looking for that. And Kendrick did a record. He did a record that was dope. He threw a little bit of a shot in there, He didn't say anybody's name specifically. J. Cole didn't, J. Cole replied with two dope records. They were getting some buzz. And then J. Cole came out and he basically said, he apologized. He basically said, this is not where I'm at. This is not what I'm about. This is not the direction I'm going in as far as my life and spiritually or just, as a man or as an artist. And I think he took the records down. But he did, do a public apology and, just said that's not the route that he want to go and that's not what he's doing. And I can respect that. I totally respect that. I understand that. That's some real shit. That's man shit. And I expect nothing less from J. Cole. He's a stand-up dude. So that's some real shit, and I salute that. And I'm actually glad he did do that. I think he thought about it once he did it, and he realized that this shit really doesn't do anything for anybody except for these white-run record labels and all these bullshit-ass blog sites that want to kind of stoke the fires of the beef and the battle going back and forth so they can get clicks and hits and get views, and they want to monetize it, their beef. But I think J. Cole took the better route. Too many times in the music industry, in our community, we don't leave things just on record. Cats will say something and kind of get disrespectful with it, or they'll probably get the best up on someone else, and then all hell breaks loose, because the crews start to get in it. They don't just leave it as, okay, this is music, this is hip hop, we having fun, we going back and forth, it ain't that serious. And then they flip that with the crews, and then they start getting really serious with it. The beef gets serious, and then different energy comes into the play. And what's crazy is we've seen this in hip hop over and over and over and over and over again. This is definitely what happened in hip hop with a lot of the young guys with the drill scene and the drill era. Things like that. They take it to the extreme. They get on record talking about kills they got, or attempted murders they've done, or the death of other artists and other family members. And I'm smoking on this pack and smoking on that, and they turn like death, which is a serious situation, and some street shit, which is very serious situations, and they turn it into jokes and laughs and memes just to, for records. And that's one thing that I stopped liking about the music industry when I was in it. My music wasn't about that, about killing my brothers, or talking about selling dope or doing this and doing that. And I've done those things. I've never killed anybody. No, I'm definitely happy about that shit. But I was running in gangs. I have gotten shot at or just whatever. I used to carry pistols and things like that before I had knowledge of self and understanding and got wiser. But I was never into the music of making music that was detrimental. If you look on YouTube and you Google or research any of my music, Sean Barnes, all my music was about elevation and uplift and dropping game and dropping jewels. But right now, what happened is with this new era with these kids, the young guys kind of going at each other so heavy, and they're making money off that detrimental music. And they're getting access to weapons and security and just different things. Now they're taking it to the point where it's damn near a war. We damn near have artists and crews going at war with each other because now they have the money and the funds because they're getting streams, they're getting clicks, they're getting record deals, and they have the funding. That's one of the 48 laws of power. Don't go to war unless your money is right. But what's happening is the big run record labels, record companies that are funding them and giving them this money, they're making all the money off of it in the end. All the money comes back to them basically from the streams and the record sales and things like that. When they sign these rap artists, they take out insurance policies on them. And, when these rappers unfortunately, get murdered or just whatever, they cash in those insurance policies. And those record labels, they keep all the funds from the streamings and the record sales and things like that. And none of that goes to the artist's family or any of that. So a lot of these rap beefs and battles, they end up deadly. And what happens is the record companies end up profiting off of it. Now, what also happens is when these crews are beefing and going back and forth and they're committing crimes against each other and dumb shit like that, because you can't get away with any of it because everything is fucking recorded and documented. But now the artists are getting prosecuted, and their crew are getting prosecuted, but none of the record labels get prosecuted, for RICO statutes or any of that because they're funding these artists and the groups. So, and with those funds, they're committing illegal acts. So that's RICO right there. But you've never seen any record label owner or any of that get prosecuted for anything. Well, not the white ones at least. But if you're black, they'll go after you like Suge Knight, like Murder Inc., like Jay Prince, Rap A Lot, Tony Draper, Suave House. They're Bad Boy, Puff Daddy. They will go at the black record label owners and get their ass for RICO charges and illegal activity, but they don't go no higher than that. They don't go above the black record label owners because they're just getting their money trickled down to them from the white label owners like Jimmy Iovine and what's the white guy name? He used to have Whitney Houston on his label. I can't even think of his faggot ass name. But most of these labels that are owned by wealthy Europeans or Arabs or whites or Jews or whatever, you never hear anything about any of them being prosecuted, put on trial, any of that for funding these rap beefs. So that's the bigger picture we need to be looking at. I think we're looking at it on a minuscule level and saying, well, this rap beef and this rapper beef with that, and they wind up killing each other, messing up the money. Nobody able to hold on to the money or build anything of any fucking significance because they're too busy going at each other for no reason. And the rap industry has been what is it? Full of that. It's been inundated with just rappers beefing and beefing and beefing and beefing for no reason. Because rap is an ego-driven sport or art form. But a lot of times these brothers let that ego or that attitude take it too far, where there's no return. A lot of them are weeded up and drunk all the time, so they're not thinking rational. They're going off emotions and feelings, and it ends up bad. And what's happening is, I think they're trying to level an assault on rap music. They're going to wind up taking all the brothers and the blacks out of the fucking game, or locking them up, or giving them charges. And you're going to turn around in 20, 30 years and you're going to see all the rappers are white. Because there's one thing you don't see. You don't see white rappers getting into beefs like that and taking it to the level where the black artists do. A lot of the young, black artists, they want to kill and they want to drill on each other, and they want to have their blocks going at the other block, and like it really gets serious, because a lot of artists, you really can't make it without your hometown or your area supporting you and pushing you up and lifting you up to push you to that next level. And now they're just as tied into it as you are, so they have a stake in it because you're representing them, and they're representing you because you're the one of them that made it. And just the whole situation with the J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar battle back and forth, it would have been a waste of time. There was no need for it. They both are dope artists. They both have excellent careers. And it's about staying focused, getting to the money, securing the money, and being able to build the money. We lost so many artists behind some bullshit. Nipsey Hussle. Now his wealth is dissipated and gone. Tupac and Biggie. A lot of these young guys, FBG Duck, King Von, a lot of these young guys that could have done some great and huge things with their music, but they throw it all away because they caught up in beefing and ego and the nonsense shit. You got Young Thug, he on trial right now for talking about murdering and beefing with other motherfuckers. The little young dude, YFN Lucci, he just got released because he was beefing with some other motherfuckers, and they taking that shit real and taking it to the streets. They got to learn to keep this shit music and look at this as a tool that got them out of the motherfucking situation they were in, got them out of dire straits, and put them on another level. You got to leave that shit behind, man. Just on some manhood and real man shit. There should be no reason these brothers run around beefing about anything. They all getting money. A lot of them, I don't think they take for granted how blessed they are to be in a position to make money like that. Doing something that you love, and it's that simple and easy. One of the guys from the Amigos, it wasn't a rap beef or anything like that, but it's just that whole culture that's kind of infected the hip-hop culture. It's made it to the point where it's death. It's a black cloud over it. And this is one of the most popular music genres in the world. In the world. And it's been totally corrupted. You got rappers now, a lot of these rappers, they talk about like they don't like women, like they hate women. They drug addicts. A lot of them sound like they borderline gay. There's no real man shit in the music business. So I just wanted to tap in, man. Hit that like, share, subscribe button, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I think J. Cole did the right move. He did some man shit. It's commendable. I know Kendrick is going to follow his lead because Kendrick is an intelligent brother as well. That beef shit would have went nowhere. There's no need for it. They all kings. They all getting money. They all making excellent music. They all on another level. And there's no need for it. There's no need for it at all. So I think they made the right move. I think they made the right move. And hopefully this set a precedent for the other young rappers. Like, look, we don't need that shit. Let's get this money. Let's get this money and keep it popping. So let me know what y'all think. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Drop a comment in the comment section. God Body Shine, I'm here. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And I'll check y'all on the next one.